Growing up in the Great Depression, Hugh Schilling, like most kids at the time, made do with what his family had. The youngest of 3 children, this inquisitive boy from Minneapolis was left to create his own fun.
We had a lot of good, clean fun, I would say, when I was growing up. My dad was in business. He had a philosophy. He said that you kids should be doing something.
And doing something meant working on the family farm in Cambridge, where his work ethic developed at an early age.
We got 50 cents a day, plus room and board.
But after graduating from St. Paul Academy in 1943, Hugh joined the Air Force, serving as a gunner on B-29s in World War II. True love found Hugh Schilling in 1951 when he married Margaret Simons. With a degree from the University of Minnesota, the newlywed began working for a Chicago-based company that made egg cartons. That lasted until they tried to take the Minnesotan out of Minnesota.
They said, we're paying you the mighty sum of $75 a week up in Minneapolis. Now we want you to move to Chicago, and we're going to give you a big raise up to $85 a week. And I said, I don't think I want that. So I quit. One of the fellows that was a supplier building machinery for us had a little business. He said, he says, you don't want to work for these big companies. He said, what you want to do is find yourself a little company and be your own boss.
So the 26-year-old Schilling and 3 investors settled on Horton Manufacturing, an auto parts manufacturer that was bankrupt and liquidated.
We came up with some new ideas and went into a different field.
Horton Manufacturing got in the business of manufacturing cooling systems for diesel engines. Today, Horton Holdings is a multi-million-dollar privately held corporation comprised of 10 companies based in 6 countries, a far cry from Hugh Schilling's modest beginnings.
If you'd asked me to describe the perfect member of a not-for-profit board, I'd have to point to Hugh.
Hugh's been a great mentor to me.
Schilling and Dan Lynn go back over 30 years while on the board of Presbyterian Homes and Services. Ron Cody and Schilling shared the boardroom of Junior Achievement for decades. Both were motivated by Hugh.
His actions, I think that inspires other people to want to live up to the standards that Hugh sets.
That standard was first established by Hugh's late father, Paul Schilling, who helped bring Junior Achievement to the Twin Cities in the late 1940s.
Talked about his father often. When we were establishing our headquarters, our new headquarters in Maplewood, Hugh learned of our need and made that possible with a major gift, but insisted that facility be named after his dad, Paul Schilling.
In 2005, Paul Schilling was recognized as a Junior Achievement Hall of Fame laureate.
Our commitment to this building here is probably to my dad, in memory of him, that it brought all this here.
One of the best lessons anyone can learn from Hugh, and probably especially our youth, is go for your dreams, no matter what they are, and once you have the dream, pursue it tenaciously and never quit.